Hello there everybody, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak discussion video, and today we are doing another update on the Grinch leak, because there is new information, and there is some information I want to share with you guys that has just come out. So first things first, there has been discussions about the use of the leaked banner mural on the Isaac Smashboards thread. That will be the first topic we cover. And the second topic we're going to be covering is an update on all the current statements from various insiders that was compiled by a user on Smashboards who actually gratefully allowed me to use their post in this video. So first things first, let's talk about the mural, and then we'll get to the insiders after. So, Sonic Link 125 on the Isaac Smashboards thread made a really interesting point, and I don't know if it's been brought up in speculation yet, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I keep reading both sides on this mural thing, and it's really ticking me off that they're forgetting one, or several, crucial elements of this whole thing. This mural is specifically made for a SkyTube display, not for a wall poster. These are not just simple paper posters. This is completely different material separated into 3 parts. Plus, there will possibly be light inside. If you wanted to make the characters stand out and not get clashed with certain elements in the background, you would make certain edits to the background itself. And for a light being inside, ever tried a lamp with a different shade? It looks different when the light is on, right? Whatever colors they're using for this SkyTube, it's to make it so the light brings it to life. I don't understand why no one talks about this, unless I've missed it. I'm no expert at this, just observations I've been making. People are forgetting what this mural's purpose is for. Edit words. And that makes sense. The mural does feel a little more saturated than official banners that we've seen so far, and this is an actual valid answer to that claim. So, someone actually replied to this, and this is an interesting little reply. Nazarus, I think I'm saying that right, Nazarus says, I can vouch for this. I had 2 jobs, as a freelancer I am, for this type of promotional strategy, and I was annoyed to hell by the person who hired me to change colors over and over again till they could work nicely with the light. It is definitely something that is done, otherwise things might be lost, and therefore kill what you're trying to show to the viewers. This also applies to other types of promo material that has light behind it, like at certain bus stops with posters that have light behind it so they can be watchable at night. Those also go through inspection during WIP phases, before having a final version for printing and such, and of course there are testing versions that need to be printed prior. So this is just more proof for this specific theory, the theory that the skylight that this mural is being created for is what will bring this poster to life if it is legitimate. And I actually think this is a brilliant theory, and I would like to see more people debate about this so that we can see if there are any arguments for it or against it. So I wanted to get that out to you guys, especially because it's not something that has been talked about much in the community as of yet. But now, you guys are coming here for those industry insiders. So, a user by the name of SpaceKing12, who I believe is also in my Discord, I'd like to say. I think I've talked with them before. They were in my Twitch chat once. They are here. I think they were in my Twitch chat. I might be wrong. I think they were. They came in to the Smashboards thread and said, might as well go down the whole list. Billy, if you're reading this and want to make a video about insiders and those in the know in reference to the leak, go ahead! This information took a lot of time to compile, so naturally, obviously, I want to get this out there for him. So we are going to go through all of the various insiders he has. Insiders are people who potentially have inside information regarding stuff like this, who have sources, you know, things like that. So let's just get into it and see where everyone is so that you guys know where the prolific figures are standing at this point in time. Game Explain. 3 of the 6 members of Game Explain have come out saying very confidently that it is fake. Derek, who just hates leaks in any capacity. John, who's proven to have industry connections, made a bet saying that if the leak was real, he'd sit in a dirty puddle. And Andre, who says there should be a Pokemon. He got very angry about the leak thread on Resetera, comparing it to a Trump rally. That got some backlash, but since then he's remained silent on the matter. Oh, that's a bit iffy. Spawnwave. He runs a Nintendo news channel. He has some mutuals who are in the know. He personally doesn't believe it on account of Incineroar's absence and Geno and Banjo's presence. He agrees heavily with Andre seemingly, and commented that the Resetera thread would be a thing of beauty before long. Roger's Base. He runs a One Piece and Nintendo hybrid channel. He's friends with several of these people, and he was a known supporter of the ESRB leak when it originally hit. This time, he's taking the stance on Team Fake. He's not an insider by any stretch, but given that connection to GameXplain, it's not a stretch to say that they told him Incineroar is in. Liam Robertson, a reporter who has a ton of connections, says that it's fake due to his own sources. However, he has acknowledged the possibility of the rumors he has heard being false, as it has happened in the past. He said he'd willingly take the L if he was wrong. As he put it, he personally theorizes that someone had assets from the leaker's previous workplace were used to create the leak. He has been very defensive about his stance on it being fake, and calls most of the counter-arguments straw-grasping, which I don't actually agree with right there. Endgame the Cube. He's not an insider, but he is also very well researched. He runs a YouTube channel covering Nintendo and leaks, and has predicted a lot of the characters, like Ridley, a day or two before the reveal with confidence, has been very vocal about his support of the leak, and how he thinks it's completely true on every level. He's known for perpetuating the idea of Steve being playable this time around, which came from some leakers. Spooky Mystic. This is a known leaker who primarily operates within the Kingdom Hearts and Persona communities. He made the claim that the leak is real yesterday, but today further clarified that he had been approached by a ton of people saying with absolute certainty that Incineroar is in. He said that something strange was going on, that Smash leaks are uncharted territory for many, and that all the insiders are on different levels of knowledge with tons and tons of conflicting reports. He also said that one newcomer trailer was going to happen, and that it would contain 2 characters, and ended off by saying he wasn't going to touch Smash again. Mood! Okay. Alex from Nintendo Life. Nintendo Life is a news website with tons of connections. They produce reviews too. Alex is the face of the YouTube channel. He made a video on the leak saying that it was fake, saying that it was a bit too wishlist-like and so on. I myself actually contacted him as he mentioned sources at the end of his video. He told me he wasn't willing to give out sources, obviously, but stated that said source has never been wrong in the past. Interestingly enough with Nintendo Life, he tends to say that about a lot of his sources. I've heard that sentence used on his YouTube channel or on their website a lot of times, so that could just be a promotional thing rather than actually this source has never been wrong, who knows? Artsy Omni. He's, again, not an insider, but he's a very infamous fake leaker at one point himself, and he's got some background in game development, and is also friends with GameXplain. He seems to think it's fake on account of differences in Battlefield, but has remained neutral on the whole thing throughout. And if we go back to my first argument about the skylight, that could account for the differences in Battlefield, who knows? Vergaben, the currently most infamous Smash leaker or insider. He said that it's fake on account of not having Incineroar, making a meme joke about Incineroar on life support and posting it on GameFAQs. He got extremely angry when people made the suggestion that Banjo and Isaac were not in, telling them that this just because this leak was in his opinion fake, doesn't mean that Isaac and Banjo and whoever else aren't in, which is completely true. On the other hand, this could still be a real leak and Incineroar might just not be on the banner yet, you know? Leaky Pandy. This is a Twitter account that posts rumors and information regarding upcoming games and the like. They've bowed out of Smash leaks and have built a bit of a rep of being unreliable. They've gotten direct dates right in the past, but missed the content within them. Anyways, they didn't want to comment on the banner leak, but when Liam Robertson confirmed that the leak's person was in fact a real guy who worked at a real print shop, they simply wrote RIP. They then retweeted Push Dustin's posting of the translation of Marina's statement. They then later commented on the toxicity surrounding the discussion that Andre alluded to. Stealth. This is a pretty popular Twitter user and he does market research. I'm pretty sure he works in market research, actually follow him. He's been a guest on various podcasts in the past as well. He's not really an insider, but he's alluded to the thing in the past that turned out legitimate. For instance, he firmly believed that a new DK character would be present in the game, even after Vergaben said there wouldn't, except Vergaben never said there wouldn't be a DK rep. He only said that to Loz to try and get information conflicted, so that's actually an incorrect statement there from the person who created this post. Just a note, obviously. Want to keep things clear on Virgaben, because I fucking studied that boy. He firmly believes that the leak is fake, saying that some Nintendo employees must have had a laugh. After that, though, when the Sprout item was identified as potentially from Golden Sun, he cast out support for Isaac, an action that he has taken several times in the past. Yes, stealth as a golden boy. Ryan Brown. This is another reporter. He's fairly close friends with people like Laura Kate Dale, another infamous leaker who was behind the magnum opus that was the Switch leaks. He commented that genuine leaks have happened in the past, and they aren't out of the realm of possibility. He personally wants the leak to be true on account of being a Mark Ryder supporter. Nintendo Voice Chat. This is a podcast hosted on IGN. Game Explain has been on with them before. Being associated with IGN, it's fair to say they'd be in the know. That having been said, they've seemingly cast support in favor of the leak, discussing it positively in episode 430 of their show. And lastly, Papa Gino's. This guy is a Smash League YouTuber. He originally created his channel in support of Mark Ryder, which is a character that he felt was severely underestimated. He has made videos covering various 4chan text leaks and image leaks leading up to this point. He claims to have a source, and this source has a source from within Microsoft, and said source from Microsoft was aware of Banjo, all the characters currently on the banner, in combination with Incineroar. Because of Incineroar's absence, this source is very confused at the current time. I contacted Papagino's personally on Discord to ask about the nature of the source. He stated that he obviously wasn't willing to give up the source, but that they came to him and that if I were to know the source, I'd probably believe him. He currently presents the theory that either A, Incineroar is DLC, B, Incineroar is leak bait, or C, the leaked banner itself is leak bait. He firmly believes that this leak isn't fabricated due to his source, and that it has to have come from somewhere official, regardless of its true nature. Alright, a very diverse range of opinions are represented, and if I misrepresented anyone or wrote something in an awkward fashion, I'll amend my post as needed. The common theme here is that people think it's fake on account of Incineroar's absence, or think it's real on account of surrounding evidence. It's a mess to say the least. I'm not sure what to think. I've only managed to keep tabs on all these various locations at once just on account of surfing the whole damn internet at the one day this leak hit. So yeah, that is where all of the insiders are standing right now. I'm just gonna add myself, I'm in a similar spot with Papagino's, except I don't have a fancy source. I am simply on Team True because I feel like the circumstantial evidence makes sense for it to be true, and it feels like an Occam's razor thing where if it's false, then it's kind of harder to explain than if it were true. That being said, I have said many times, if this leak turns out to be false, egg on my face, I'm really not that bothered. I am just reporting you the news and then at the end giving my opinions, and you don't have to listen to my opinions. You can form your own opinions, and that is completely okay, and you guys should do that, because if this does turn out to be false, then those of you who were #teamfake, or whatever we want to call the teams, you guys were right, and I will happily say, hey, you guys were right, good job, I was wrong, you know? It's not the end of the world for anyone. So anyway, that is where all the insiders are at, and obviously the Skylight Mural discussion, I want to see if we can get that off the ground as well. So let's see some discussion in the comments. Thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, please consider checking out my Discord. We have just hit 800 members. We are going to go for that 850 now. It's pretty insane. There are so many of you guys. It's crazy. And we are almost at 19,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is also pretty damn insane. Thank you so much for all the support. I want to try and get to 20,000 by December the 1st, because that's my birthday, and it would just mean the world to me. I also want to give a shout out to my newest patron supporter. I don't know if I'm saying this name right. I think this is how you pronounce it. Is it Joakim Nesheim? I don't think it's Joakim Nesheim. I think it's Joakim Nesheim. Thank you very much for becoming a patron. It's very kind of you, sir. And if you guys want to become a patron yourselves, there will be a link in the description down below. Now, before we go, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware I will be streaming Outlast tonight over on my Twitch channel. I've been streaming it for the past day. I'm going to be streaming it today, and I'm potentially going to be streaming it tomorrow as well. So if you're interested, consider checking out my Twitch channel. If you click my Twitch channel button, and then you just scroll underneath the video, there is actually a countdown to when my next stream happens that you can use to figure out when I'm streaming, and it'll be really cool to see some of you guys there. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.